Welcome back to it's part 11. Get it away! Get it away! I don't like it. Get away!
That's a callback. Stefan hates the number 11.
But thankfully, this LP isn't 11 parts. It's 12 parts because we're starting the last story.
Well, unless someone secretly merges 11 and 12 together and doesn't tell you.
Or if I just deleted the last part from the channel. That was suck.
If this Let's Play was supposed to be in chronological order, why didn't we start with like all of the scenes of Shadow and Maria living on the Ark? Like, why are we just getting that information now?
Right.
Stephen?
And where are the levels from
no,
Shadow?
it was because we were starting the story in media res and slowly gonna show us the information.
It's my grandfather Gerald's MySpace.
I found his Friendster.
I'm not in his top 8.
What was Gerald doing even listening to the Postal Service?
Eggman couldn't be in his top 8. He wasn't old enough. You have to be 13 or older according to the TOS.
Just lie. Just say you're 100 years old. That's what I did.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that definitely looks like a man who was voluntarily doing experiments
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff for
absolutely.
the government. Yeah.
Oh, he's sad,
Oh,
but she's
Mamma
like,
Mia.
it's okay, don't worry about it. He's like,
Do you
I
think
got
that
kids.
place is? Do you think that place was Spagonia or somewhere nearby?
Oh yeah, that was
to
definitely
be.
Spagonia, Shamar, another one.
Yeah.
It's all
They just have it-
Shamar again.
Oh yes,
France.
Empire City.
If you'll
Yeah.
notice in that CG,
Shout out
one
to
of
Def
the
Big.
mustache things fell off. Keep this in mind.
So is Station Square in Central City in Empire City?
No, they're different places. I think Station
Yes,
Square is
Stefan.
meant to be its own city.
place.
Right. Well, because like in Shadow, Central City and Westopolis look the same, but they're two different
Right.
cities.
Why is it raining so hard in his cell?
Oh,
He looks so unfamiliar.
well, Amy, we're watching someone be executed. If you look at the screen, you'll be able to see the blood splats.
Don't look away, Amy.
This is it right
Whoa.
here.
Hey,
Has
Amy!
the space behind the door always been a black void like that?
No.
It was just a hallway in the other scenes. I was busy looking at Sonic be angry.
Because if you remember, Big the Cat runs through it.
Right.
right.
I mean this one in particular though. I remember
in
there
the
being
scene?
stuff. Yeah, right there.
You know, I think it might be for framing purposes, perhaps.
For drama.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if Big the Cat is just slightly off screen during this.
It's Eggman escaping the
I
void
guess we'll
of being
find
a
out
villain.
sometime, right?
One day we'll find out that Big
Yeah.
is slightly to the right.
I can't believe his grandfather had a diary. What a girl.
Well, yeah.
Fuck, man.
I don't quite know what happened.
How else is he supposed to take his notes on how to create the ultimate life form?
See, I can't tell if this is bad voice acting or like purposefully stilted for like because she's like reading something. It's like I can't figure out if
think-
this is like poorly delivered or it's
I
like
think
it's
stilted.
purposely supposed to be. Yeah, it's
I
purposely
think it's
stilted.
on purpose, and it gives a good
Right.
gives a good effect because it actually sounds pretty creepy.
Right, because then it bleeds into
His
Gerald.
voice.
Right, and he's definitely reading it not stilted.
He's reading it in anguish.
Right, because you can.
Especially because it is the VA director like saying this, so it's like she should know. what she's
should
doing.
right.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Lonnie Manila.
Lanny
Maria's.
Great.
Bubsy.
Oh,
Nathan!
Oh, rivals.
This just
of
all later became like
Ether.
the usual thing of all the characters
oh no.
coming together in the final story, but I think it works pretty good in at least like this game, just because at least the stakes are oh shit, the space colony we're on is gonna collide with the Earth and probably blow it all up.
Right, so they can't even just hide on the Ark and be like, "Well, we're fine up here. Don't worry about it." Like, no, if you crash into Earth, you're
worry.
dead too. Hey, don't worry about it.
It is also the first time. It is also the first time Eggman like actually teams up with. Is this the first time in any media that Eggman teams up with Sonic?
To this degree,
It sounds
yeah,
like-
you could say
Yeah,
that he
to
does in
this
Sonic
degree.
Adventure.
No,
Only
I wouldn't say he
Kind-
teams up and Sonic. Like
No,
it's
no,
basically
no,
just
but-
like Chaos betrays him and then he tries to go against Chaos
It
on
is.
his own
It's
merits.
really.
Like,
It's
yeah,
not.
there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like this. It's not like this. But it's the second time they are both now
Not
working
like
towards
this.
a common goal.
Right.
Versus, oh hey, we're all gonna go across time and space and die multiple times because the game's fucking us over to get to the final boss.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of like all the times like where they've actually worked together. It's like Heroes, Shadow, 06, most of Lost World, and I think that's like pretty much it for at the end of Sonic Advance 3.
So quite a few
And I can't
times.
yeah, well, it's quite a few times, but it's not as like people like. I know it was like a big thing of like, oh, every game ends with Sonic teaming up with Eggman. People got sick of it, and then you just stopped doing it. But it's like when you look at it, it's like it's not really a lot. It's
No.
like there's a couple.
No,
instances.
not on the
and like in
whole.
the and in like even like comics. I'm trying to think. It's like Worlds Unite, the little bit of Enerjack Reborn. Technically the Metal Virus, although even the Metal Virus kind of has a little like slight subverting of like they're like, yeah, we know this is bullshit, and like we're like still like hating each other, but we're just kind of like begrudgingly working together. Where like with all these ones, it's like, oh, they're pretty much all happy to just work together and like solve.
They
the
have
deal.
no choice unless they want to die.
Does
It
does
w-
that one issue of Archie where Robotnik Prime comes back count? And he plays golf with Sonic and everything.
Well, he's not really teaming up with Sonic. He's like, I'm going to trick you.
I
I
Sonic
did.
Golf getting released.
I thought it was a little weird in Sonic Advance 3 at the end when Eggman asked Sonic if they could kiss. And Sonic said no.
It's a simple request.
Right.
Non-aggression.
He was like, ah. Everything's fine. What's happening? Oh, right, Tails is... So Tails gets to start.
Tails gets trolled.
I wonder how they determined that Tails would go first and not Eggman.
No, because he wanted Tails to make sure that it wasn't like too dangerous. He's like, okay, you go on ahead, make sure that shit isn't bad, and then I'll go on after.
I guess that's one interpretation.
That is a good point though, just because it would have been kind of neat if it started with Eggman, since like we started with him in the chronological like level order. It would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wow, this game needs to be completely remade, ground up, like
Alright.
start over, Sega.
All right. Oh, this is also when we learned that Gerald Robotnik apparently also experimented with time because
yeah.
Solaris. I wonder, do you think the Duke of Soliana was inspired by Gerald?
I hope not.
He was truly
They
the
just couldn't
greatest
bring back
scientist of
another
our time.
long-lost uncle of
Probably.
Eggman. It's like, shit, we gotta come up with something new.
With the money.
With the money.
He went to space.
With the
Stop
Space
time.
Colony arc.
Oh man, you know what
Oh,
would be
Duke.
cool if you recorded an 06 Let's Play?
It is the 15th anniversary soon.
Could you imagine if we did that?
Steven,
no one
you
would
know what
watch
to
it.
do. Steven, you know what to do.
Yeah, Steven, do it. Make him do it.
Yeah.
No.
Steven,
Easy, right?
so Steven, do you want easy money? There you go, easy money.
And money.
With
the money.
With the.
Oh, I like how it's just frozen in
Ah.
air. Oh man, and this is the part where if you downloaded a pirated copy of SA2, the game would crash at this point.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
this late, huh?
Well, yeah, because Eggman would fall and the game, like, either he would clip through the floor or the game would just crash outright. If you, back in 2001, were like, I'm going to download it and play it pirated on my Sega Dreamcast, it wouldn't work. And I mean,
It's
this
easy
is,
to do.
there's a couple theories as to why this is. One of it
Why
is...
put it at the 11th hour of the game? I
Well-
would have just made City
Well, no,
Escape crash.
More
You
infuriating.
say that, but like I know, like Spyro Year of the Dragon did that too, where like they had like nothing, like the game doesn't crash until like pretty much near the end of the game. And
Are
then it
they
resets?
banking on the sunk cost fallacy at that point? Like, well, I gotta buy it to see how it ends.
I hope so.
But I feel like the cost of the game has already been like spent. Like you've played the vast majority of the game, the thing they're trying to prevent you from doing.
It also makes me wish there was something like that message in Year of the Dragon, when it's like when you talk to Zoe, and it's like, "I'm sorry, Spyro, but it appears that you're playing a pirated copy. Some bad shit might happen." I wish there was a thing like if you talk to Omo Chow, and whoops, okay, I guess I'm playing a bad copy.
Right.
Ooh, busted.
Internet, uh-oh. What's
Stefan,
this?
you didn't know? They got Eggman to
calling
say
you a
one
fool.
specific voice line, and he's like, the only thing worse than the people who killed my grandfather are the people who pirated this game.
Hell yeah.
Yosh.
Oh no!
I high key wish that was a thing. Oh my god.
See, I see. I was thinking Omo Chow who's saying it, but it's like okay, Eggman. Eggman sounds better.
Just slip it
Oh,
in
that
there.
platform went zoop.
His head just turns 180
It
degrees,
always do.
looks at you right through the screen.
Yeah, makes eye contact with you.
How do you get over there? I don't think I've managed to figure out how to get over
You
there.
have to hold the A button. Wow,
Oh.
we've been over this. You gotta read
There
the
was
comments.
Big the cat.
Big the cat!
Oh, big!
Big!
What's he doing there?
I wonder what he's
What's he
doing. Man, if only there was a game that explained it.
Yeah, if only.
If only.
I'm just gonna keep
only.
dreaming about it. One day it'll happen. You know?
That's right. One
I
day.
feel it. I feel it in my gut.
One day you'll be living in paradise.
One day there'll be a Let's Play on this channel, and I'll be like, oh man, I wonder who made this game.
I can't wait to get into the inner psyche and thoughts of Froggy.
Same.
Oh, trust me, you will.
Oh, that's a bit. You fell. How
Wow.
did you do that?
That's my bad. That's
you
my
go.
bad.
Let me try that again.
Right.
I do kind of hate this part in Geo.
Look, I'm not good with puzzles.
It's a pretty frustrating level, and that's if you have like all your upgrades and you're all good, but you need to good fucking life.
Ooh.
Get to the end of the game real nice and quick, and
Spaghetti.
know how to breathe underwater.
Does this shortcut work? Why couldn't they just transport to where they need to be? They have teleportation technology.
Yes.
Shibbity
well,
boo, yeah.
Yeah.
That was what I was saying.
Yeah.
You
So
see,
you have teleportation. You should be able to just go.
We went through
Whoa.
a whole level of
Oh,
Eggman
God.
unlocking the base for himself, and now we're back to
This
Eggman
is-
trying to break into his own base.
This is
Steph, I need
fast-forwarding
to introduce
me.
you to the dissolve cut, because oh man.
Speed up.
It does throw me off a little
Holy.
bit, like
Yes,
in a sometimes uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because since when I'm editing these videos, I keep rewatching them over and over and over again. So like all the speed ups and stuff basically like do nothing to me. So that's why I'm like, oh, it's like when I see the speed up and people are freaking out, I'm like, really? Or like when you were freaking out over the split screen, I was like, really? It's that bad? I didn't realize.
No,
Uh,
it
Oh
is.
shit, their eyeball is the Shadow Project logo. Oh,
Yeah.
never noticed.
Right, because
Oh, shit.
because it's the whole
What is
thing.
it?
Well, it's
Well,
on their
it's on their
heads.
forehead.
On their forehead.
It's on their foreheads. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well,
Oh,
but
okay.
you know, so the conceit in this game is like, oh, Project Shadow, the name existed before Shadow the Hedgehog presumably existed, but in the you need to hit the time thing. So in the 2016 Sonic
I didn't
Channel
know that.
comic,
It's already recorded.
there's no, this is live. So in the 2016 Sonic Channel.
Oh, jump. All right. Okay.
In the
I'm
20
gonna land on the button. Okay, there. I'm on the button.
In the 2016 Sonic Channel comic, there's a strip that says Maria is the one who came up with the name Shadow. Which just slightly contradicts the idea that Project Shadow was the name before even Shadow was a hedgehog, because I mean, I guess the BioLizard
She was
would
on
be
the committee.
part of Project Shadow.
They consulted the child.
I
yeah.
mean, what if it is Project Shadow and it always has been, and he's like, oh, what should we name him? Because he seems more like a person than, well, a giant brain dead lizard. And she just is like, well, why not Shadow?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of Maria naming him. It adds just
Yeah.
an extra sprinkle. I like it when they touch upon Shadow and his origins and Maria and everything, because it gives him a certain layer of depth that is otherwise missing.
Meanwhile, we don't even know what Sonic's name is.
That's true.
Oh, what?
That's right. Somebody added me on Twitter, and I saw that, and they mentioned that they like the idea that these characters are able to name themselves. They said it was metal, and you know their reasoning. I'm kind of into it. So there you go. I if I could remember the name offhand, I'd say it, but I'm sorry, I'm bad with names.
David,
irony.
Big shows up. Wait, Big shows up in that middle cylinder, right?
All right, he's behind a wall.
Okay, yeah, because I thought I remember seeing that he was like literally in that middle cylinder, and I was like, oh, how does he show up like that?
Yeah, he's
Maybe you'll find out one day.
one day.
One day.
I'm
day.
sure that there's a perfectly
Sunday, show it to me on Sunday.
right. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason
And
for
also
every
Saturday.
single Big the Cat appearance in this game.
There is a lot of water
Oh,
here, so I
you
mean, someone
died.
could be
You
having
tried to
themselves a
ki-
nice, good old fishing adventure.
Right. I believe it would be his third fishing adventure.
I think it's pretty funny that Big has had 3 fishing adventures and Sonic's only had 1 adventure. No, Sonic's only had 2 adventures.
That's right. Because Big is...
He had 3. He even had a world adventure.
Oh, that's right. He had a Rush adventure. He had a World adventure.
He had a pocket adventure.
But he's never
that's
had a
right.
fishing adventure. So.
That's right. Because Sonic wouldn't be into fishing, I don't think. Fishing is too slow for him.
It's too slow for him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Sonic would never have the patience to catch a trout. He wouldn't understand it.
I wholeheartedly disagree with you.
What?
Really?
Really? Why do you think Sonic would love to fish? I want to hear this.
No, that's my prerogative.
Oh, well then.
The burden of proof is on you, David.
Yeah.
You have to prove.
And actually, I was
there
wrong.
is.
No, Big has had 4 fishing adventures.
4, you say?
Oh, that's right. Lego Dimensions.
That's right. That is fish. And then I guess whatever he does in Secret Rings could be
It is the 5th one.
It's a-
yes.
it's a- right, unless it's a
What
side
does
game.
he do?
Uh,
I didn't even
God,
know
this
he
is
was
like
in it.
Sonic 2 being the 6th game. What is up with the numbering convention of this series?
in Secret Rings, Big the Cat talks to the dead.
No.
Oh. Big's necromancy adventure.
All right,
Now
all
that's
right.
the visual novel.
I need to bring it up because I didn't bring it up. It's like, yeah, the
No,
fact
don't
that
let
this game
don't
is
let
like,
Stephen talk. Don't let him talk.
Time.
The fact that this
Somebody
whole
stop
time
him!
the game's like, it gives you all of, like, the power ups that you need to, but then suddenly in this last level it's like, oh, you basically need the seemingly optional water breathing power up.
Yeah.
It makes me fucked in that whole Knuckles section.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can still beat it
I mean, it's
without
possible to. Yeah, the first time I played
yeah,
this, I
it is
didn't know
possible
about it.
there. Yeah, it is possible because of like there are like the bubbles like around, but it's like
It's a lot
stupid.
harder.
Like it's
Have you
Yeah, that's
tried
why
Get
I
Good?
didn't beat this game as a kid, is because of that part. It took me a few
yeah.
years to actually see the end.
it. You could have done the
Oh,
glitch where you
man.
stop time permanently.
Oh yeah.
What? You could do that?
If
Yeah,
I knew
if
to do
you
that, I would have known to
Not,
get the item.
not that time switch, but the one prior to that. If you spin dash past it and you get here quick enough, then the time won't reactivate.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make it. No, I didn't.
Oh.
Oh, well, that just gives you another chance to perform the glitch again.
Sonic just says Maria.
So now wait, back to Big the Cat talking to the dead. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Okay, like
there's
we're gonna have to play this game, David. I'm sorry.
Okay, right. In Secret Rings, there's a I forget which level it is, but there's skeletons of dead animals.
Oh, the skeleton dome.
Yes,
my
and Big the Cat has a conversation with the skeleton in his little diary journal thing. Yeah, which means Big the Cat. Look, Big the Cat is probably the strongest, the most powerful character in the entire Sonic franchise.
That's canonical. Like, I knew that.
So
Yeah.
this is why they call it the skeleton dome.
But because like the skeleton's like, yeah, I'm dead. But
Choo,
Big's
choo,
like,
choo,
and he's
choo,
like,
trouble
oh, I
wins.
never get to talk to anyone because I'm dead. And Big's like, well, I'm here. It's fine. Now we can have lots of conversations.
I mean, that sounds
Hey,
like something
TJ.
you would write. That's
I have a question,
Yeah.
TJ.
What's up?
Where is Metropolis Zone relative to Oil Ocean again?
Oh, Metropolis Zone is beneath Oil Ocean Zone.
Oh. Okay.
But only if you talk to the right skeleton to give you directions on how to go under Metropolis Zone.
I don't. I mean,
And